Alright guys, I am back. Wow. So, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning out. That's going to be for Pettis County. So, Pettis County, you are under the gun for 70-mile-per-hour winds. I was off by just a little bit on wind speeds. Actually, my home weather station clocked it at 57-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. And I'm on the west side of town. So, that's still considerable enough to be able to break branches, cause power outages. Obviously, we lost everything there at Radford Media Group, 95.3, 104.9. Cable, everything went out during that wind gust. So we are here at the Home Weather Center. There really shouldn't be anything going on that I see in Benton County right now, Cassie. Just got a new warning. Give me 1 second, hon. Trying to play catch up here. So again, severe thunderstorm warning out for Pettis County. And Pettis and Benton County both under a tornado watch as well. And so yeah, so the eastern half of Henry County.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm.
And of course, that's just kind of an update. It's going to be for eastern Johnson, eastern Henry, and Pettis County is under the gun for 70-mile-per-hour winds. So again, if you are behind this line, guys, if you're in Clinton, Warrensburg proper, Odessa, Richmond, all the way down to Nevada, Butler, Harrisonville, Lee Summit, Kansas City, severe threat is over for the night. So that was the line of thunderstorms that rushed through here. If you're behind this line, you're good to go for the rest of the night. You can still expect gusty winds. Temperatures are going to be falling. We're only expected to be in the 50s for Saturday and Sunday. So a lot cooler what we've been used to. But the severe weather threat is over if you are behind this line of thunderstorms. Now there is a new what's called a mesoscale discussion out for parts of Benton County, Hickory, Pettis, and on over toward Columbia and Boonville. So let's see if I can bring that up here and see what they are saying from the Storm Prediction Center. So I'm just going to bring this over and show you guys what I'm looking at. So it is showing substantive further destabilization and intensifying thunderstorms through 6-7 p.m., including potential for damaging wind gusts and perhaps a few tornadoes. So that is going to be for parts of Pettis, Benton, Hickory County, and of course all the way down. That includes our friends down in Springfield, Republic, Ozark, in that neck of the woods, Aurora. You guys are in this as well. So again, I'm expecting this line to continue to strengthen as it moves off to the east. So I'm going to be paying very close attention, especially to this cell right here in looks like just north of Windsor, just north of Bowen, as it comes into Pettis County. Going to be keeping a very close eye on that one. There is some broad rotation with this cell. So kind of keeping a very close eye on that. This is south of Whiteman Air Force Base, west of Green Ridge. These cells are moving kind of north-northeast. So Sedalia, Lamont, and along 50 Highway between those two areas is kind of the focal point. This is where I'm going to be watching very closely. Again, north of Windsor. Also watching this cell down in St. Clair County as well. It's moving north-northeast at 87 miles per hour, guys. That's insane. 87 miles per hour moving to the north-northeast down here in St. Clair County. El Dorado's in a clear for the rest of the night. Remington, so you're good to go. So bear with me just a second, guys. I'm trying to get everything set up here. I had to... Oh, gosh. Man, when it rains and pours, we were just talking about no weather radios, no emergency alerts on radio or cable, and then you have internet go out. I mean, a perfect trifecta of chaos was happening. But we're good to go here. Thank goodness I switched over to socket. That fiber optic, that's underground, a lot less problems. So I'm going to get all of my channels back up here again. Wow. Lots of reports of power poles down, power lights down in parking lots, semis blown over in Orick, Missouri. So a lot of wind with these storms, guys. A lot of wind. So Kayla and Warsaw, we're watching these storms come into Warsaw down here. You still have a few more over here in St. Clair County that's going to be moving through. You are under a tornado watch, so we're keeping a very close eye on these cells, especially the one here just west of Larry City and Osceola. Keeping a close eye on that particular cell. And also the one up here just south of Knob Noster that's going to be crossing 50 Highway in between Knob Noster and Lamont. So those are the two strongest cells we have right now here in west central Missouri. And again, we've got severe thunderstorm warnings out for St. Clair County, eastern Henry, eastern Johnson, eastern Lafayette, and Pettis County here in west central Missouri. So mainly for 70 mile per hour winds. Those winds are I stepped out of the station and just about lost it because it was horizontal rain. You could hear the cracking of the branches. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. Absolutely, Megan. Larry City, she thought the stop sign by them were going to come apart. Man, those winds are just they're very impressive. And again, those of you that didn't catch, the reason why we're getting these strong winds like that, we've got just above our heads at a few hundred feet, we have over 100-mile-an-hour wind blowing. We get a heavy rain, and actually that rain actually pushes some of that wind down closer to the surface. So it begins to mix in close to the surface, and we get those strong 60, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts right out ahead of that line. So that's something that seems to be, so far, the biggest issue with this line has been the damaging winds. We have Trenton, Missouri. They have a partial building collapse. Satellite tower has been blown over at the health department tower. Fell on cars on the parking lot. It was a 30-foot tower. That was in Leavenworth County on the Kansas side. So lots and lots of wind associated with these thunderstorms. Daughter's in Green Ridge. So Green Ridge is really kind of in between cells. Actually, all of these cells, I'll put this into motion, they're moving northeast. So Green Ridge is just about out of it. Here in about another, tell her in about another 15 minutes, she ought to be in the clear. All right, guys, give me just one moment. I'm going to grab me something to drink here. Since I left it at the station, I was in a mad dash to get back here. Give me just a sec. Let me take care of the pup and bring him back inside, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right. Got everything taken care of. Got me some A&W water. All right, guys, so just kind of a recap. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for Pettis County, Eastern Johnson, Eastern Henry, and St. Clair County as of right now. So I am watching some of the circulations that are out there. Right now, nothing too impressive that I'm looking at, mainly just strong straight line winds. Here, just kind of north of Green Ridge, I'm kind of keeping an eye here. Let me stop that for a minute. Kind of keeping an eye just south of Lamont, right in this little area right here. This is just south of Highway 50. You bet, Lessa. Henry County done for the night. I'm going to say give it about another 20 minutes. Let these cells down here in St. Clair County move. It's going to kind of clip the southeast portion of Henry County before kind of giving all clear. But definitely for Jackson, Wyandotte, Cass, Bates, Vernon County, you guys are done for the night with the severe threat. Now, we are still anticipating this line to intensify as it moves further east to gain more moisture. And those in central Missouri, so if you have any relatives in Columbia, Jeff City, down to Rolla, Poplar Bluff, St. Louis, make sure that they know that they're kind of under the gun for some very strong storms tonight. Possibly severe weather outbreak with the potential of a few strong tornadoes as well. It pretty much just moved out of St. Clair County. This is the one that I'm keeping a close eye on. I actually have my other software that I have opened up that just looks at velocities. That's all it does, is looks at velocities. So I've got that up on one screen. I've got National Weather Service on another screen. I've got us up here live, so keeping a very close eye on everything right now. Everything looks still to be straight line winds as being the biggest threat right now. Rain starting to co-camp. Yep. You guys, that's just a little cell. You're going to have a little heavier cell that's likely going to be moving through there in co-camp here in about, probably about 10 minutes. Whiteman's getting plummeled. Yep, you're right. You're yeah, you're right there in the middle of a pretty good storm. That storm's only moving 76 miles per hour. So, so you're getting a weak storm up there. It's only moving 76 miles per hour. It does have maybe some small hail in it, and it's barely rotating. See, that's what's called the mesoscale. That tells us how much that thunderstorm is actually rotating. Okay, one is very, very low. So most of these cells are not rotating yet, which is a great thing. That brings our tornado threat way, way down when the thunderstorms are not rotating. So that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Little bit of rotation right here. That looks like that's probably right where this hail core is. Let's see if we have, yeah, we definitely got some hail there. If you guys notice, we can take a look at the cloud tops and we can actually see the hail. That's where you see the purple and the black. That's the hail core. And then we can actually zoom straight down on that hail core. So right around Brownington, Deepwater, Mount Zion, Gaines. Wouldn't be surprised if you're getting some little pea-sized hail with some very strong winds right now. Keeping up with all the messages. I'm trying to get all your questions answered. 4:43, a new severe thunderstorm warning. Likely going to be for Benton County, my guess. Yep, there's Benton County. So, Benton County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds and up to quarter-size hail with that as well for the next hour and 3 minutes. So Co-Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw, let's see, that'd be Climax Springs, right along this line right here, you can expect up to 70-mile-per-hour winds and maybe even some large quarter-size hail with that cell as well. Still not seeing any kind of rotation with any of these storms. So these are mainly just very high wind, straight line wind producers. Got another warning got put out. Probably an extension. That is a severe thunderstorm warning. Just got actually. Oh, I see. I see what they're doing. So they are canceling some of the severe thunderstorm watches, guys. So as of right now, you've got Bates, Cass, Jackson, and points to the west. You guys are no longer in the severe thunderstorm watch. So they have allowed that to expire early. I want to take a look at this one cell down here. Let me go to the Springfield. So kind of watching this cell down here. It is south of West Central Missouri. It is going to be crossing 13 Highway down south of Humansville. This is going to stay north of Fairplay, north of Bolivar, along 13 Highway, but showing a little bit of rotation in here. So I'm going to keep kind of watch on that, even though it's not in West Central Missouri per se. That's definitely the strongest cell on the board right now. Yeah, any of these little showers back here behind the line, like one coming into Leeton, Warrensburg, you guys, that's just going to be a light shower activity. You can still expect some gusty wind behind that line, but really the severe threat is gone for you guys in Warrensburg, Leeton, Appleton City, Butler, Nevada, El Dorado Springs. Might give it just a few more minutes, but it's pretty much to your east now, so I'm not too concerned with those areas. Matter of fact, Cass County, Bates County, and West Central Missouri, it's been canceled for the severe thunderstorm watch. So severe threat definitely over for you guys in Cass and Bates County, and that's likely going to be the same for Johnson and Henry and St. Clair here probably within the next 30-45 minutes. Let's mention any tornadoes possible. I'm not seeing it here in West Central Missouri. Benton County and Pettis County, now they're still under a tornado watch, but as soon as this line moves through, they're going to be done as well with the severe threat. It's the biggest issue definitely going to be the strong straight line winds up to 70 miles per hour. .56-mile-per-hour winds was just reported in Belton. So, you know, that just kind of proves that even though they're way behind the line, Belton is still getting almost 60 mile per hour winds on the backside, on the outflow side of this line of thunderstorms. So just because that line has moved through, you're out of the severe thunderstorm watch. We're still under a high wind warning for about the next 3-4 hours till 8 o'clock. So keep that in mind. Still going to have those gusty winds that's going to be around for the next few hours. Catherine, she's on her way to that Green Ridge. Okay. That's this one right here. Looks pretty linear right here. Straight line winds. Pretty strong straight line winds. That's for sure. So, not seeing anything too impressive right now. Knob Whiteman area, Jenny is wanting to know. Actually, really, Knob Noster is, you're going to get a couple more showers. There's a couple showers here just southwest of you. Look like it's getting ready to come into Warrensburg. But for the most part, Knob Noster is pretty much in the clear right now. So I expect your severe threat to be going down substantially here over the next 15-20 minutes. John, there will not be anything behind this fast line other than just a couple of showers. And of course, what I just mentioned, we can still expect 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. And that's going to be covered by the high wind warning through 8 o'clock for the area. Kearney area. Let's see here. Let me get this off of 2 screen. You guys are in the clear in Kearney. So you don't have anything more to worry about the rest of the night. Matter of fact, they went ahead and took that severe thunderstorm watch and they canceled it for you guys up there. Kearney, Smithville, St. Joe, Platte City. You guys are now all out of that severe thunderstorm watch. Windsor, you guys probably be in the clear here in probably in about 20 minutes. There's a cell just to your south, kind of from Clinton over to Leesville, that's going to be pushing up into the Windsor area. It's nothing severe right now. You could get a few gusts of wind up to, say, 50 miles per hour. But after that goes through, then you're going to be pretty well done for the night as well. So give it about another 30 minutes or so, and you ought to be in good shape. So Versailles, so you guys are under a tornado watch, and for this line of storms. I'm not seeing signs that this line is intensifying quite yet. I'm not sure if it's maybe because just not enough moisture has injected to it yet. It is expected to gradually intensify as it makes its way over towards central and eastern Missouri. So you've got probably about an hour and a half. Give me 1 second, guys. Sedalia, right now, where my eyes are doing tricks on me. Can't quite make out your name on there, but we have a question. How's Sedalia looking? You are actually getting a strong thunderstorm right now in Sedalia, but you know, there's probably strong straight line winds, some probably horizontal looking rain coming at you, but you know, nothing too significant. Once this passes you should be pretty much in the clear for the rest of the night in Sedalia. So what I do like is the fact that we're getting our west central Missouri counties of Pettis and Benton and St. Clair, getting this line past them before it begins to intensify into central Missouri. That was one of my big concerns today for the eastern part of our west central Missouri area, because this line has been projected to really blow up some point in time from now up until it reaches around central Missouri from say a Columbia, Jeff City, Rolla line. And then, you know, all the models are still showing this thing really blowing up and creating a possible severe weather outbreak, maybe a couple strong tornadoes in central Missouri and eastern Missouri overnight tonight. So very thankful to see that there's not a whole lot of rotation with any of these cells right now coming through west central Missouri. So let's go ahead and get these cells out of our area, and then we can all rest easy for the night. So again, this little cell, this is the one we've been watching here that's north of Oliver. It crossed 13 Highway. It is still packing a punch right now. It is just southeast of Wablo. It's going to be moving up, crossing 54 Highway near Wheatland and Hermitage. I know that's a little bit out of our west central Missouri area, but we still have a lot of people here in Subby's Weather Talk down in that area, so I want to make sure we don't forget about them. That area also gets forgotten many times from the Springfield National Weather Service, so we want to make sure that we give them all the updated information as well. But a little bit of circulation down there. Looks like we have a hail core as well. Let's take a look at this hail core here real quick. I'm going to actually flip on volumetric. I want to see how high that hail core is. See if we can see any hail. It'll look like pink fluff up in the air is what it looks like, if there's any hail. I'm not seeing much. Let's take a look at default here, see if we can see any. Not seeing a whole lot. That's actually reaching the ground. Another cell down here in Fairplay. Sedalia, you guys are starting to get some of that moderate rainfall. Really, maybe some gusty winds right now. Let me take a look here. There are some gusty winds up there. 50, 55 miles per hour. Right down here coming into Smithton. My lightning detector is going off. You guys hear them in the background. So I am going to keep this here and let the radar update. From everything that I see right now, it looks more of just like a little bleep in the radar. But there is a pretty strong little couplet down here just southwest of Smithton right now. I'm going to go ahead and let that advance and refresh, and we're likely going to see that go away. But there is a little bit of a notch right here just east of M Highway. Going to kind of watch that right there. Pretty much what I'm looking at here on the right hand side, that's the velocity radar, and the green cool colors are going toward the radar, the red warm colors are going away from the radar. If you find a small little area that has one of each of those colors together, of course, you know, just like that, and it disappeared. So that was just a little bleep on the radar, but something I always pay close attention to. But I'm going to tell you, Smithton is. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, good. All right, guys, I just got off the phone with Pettis County Emergency Management, and she was just kind of calling. They watch our streams over there in Pettis County. She was a little concerned about this cell over here in Smithton. I'm still showing that it's straight line winds. So if you live in Smithton along 50 highway, you're getting hit with probably 50, 60 mile per hour winds right now. So, be prepared for some large tree branches, maybe some power outages around Smithton right now. So, just keeping her up to date. Yeah, I'm still concerned about this cell down here, guys. We've got a little notch. We have small area of rotation. It looks like that is just ahead of the hail core, which does not really fit the bill for any tornadic, but definitely something keeping a very close eye on, especially if you live, say, in Cross Timbers. Cross Timbers area along 65 highway. I'd be watching this very, very closely here over the next few minutes. See what happens on this next scan. Yeah, I tell you what, guys. If you are along 65 highway, this is going to be going into Benton County. So I would probably, if you have a basement, you guys can go down to maybe to watch a Netflix movie, something like that. I would go ahead and take those precautions right now, only because this is definitely the strongest storm we have out there in our area right now. It has shown some signs of rotation over the last about 25 miles. And this is by far probably the strongest storm we've seen all day. It does have rotation. Let's see what the mezzo is on this. It does have hail associated with it. It does have quite a few lightning strikes. So whenever you see a cluster of lightning strikes, that kind of means that the storm is intensifying a little bit. There's been some correlation between tornado development and lightning strikes. So you know, it's I would go ahead, and if you live along 65 highway between Cross Timbers and Fristo, Edwards, you're going to be in the path of this as well, and along 7 highway. This thing is moving northeast. Now you're under a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds, which is severe enough. That can cause damage. So make sure you stay away from windows. But like I said, if you have a basement and you can get to it easily, I would go ahead and head to the lowest floor of your homes. Hopefully you have a shelter if you live in a mobile home. 70-mile-per-hour wind will definitely rock a trailer. So I would go ahead and just be safe on this, guys, because it's looking pretty nasty down and again between Fristo and Cross Timbers. Cross Timbers is fighting a huge fire on U Highway. Wow. Thanks, KK. So just a little recap here, guys. I know I'm focusing on this cell. It's the strongest cell of the line. It does show signs of a little bit of rotation. The rest of Benton County right now, Cocamp, Warsaw, you guys are just finished up with that initial line and that initial wind gust. You guys are sitting in good shape. Sedalia, you guys ought to be good. That cell we were watching over there in Smithton, it is now through Smithton, heading over to Otterville. And everybody else looked pretty good. I'm going to keep watch on this cell right down here. And again, this is going to be coming into Fristo. So if you know anybody in this area, from Dell along 65, Edwards, Fristo, make sure they know about this, because it's highly likely weather radios are not going off for the severe thunderstorm warning. And we actually have quite a bit of circulation right here. So nonetheless, 70-mile-per-hour wind very likely with this cell. So we got a severe thunderstorm warning out for Boonville. That's going to be heading over to, that's in Boone County. That's going to be heading over towards Columbia. So I know we have a couple of people here in Subby's Weather Talk from Columbia. They do have track practice actually tonight as well. So it won't be long. This leading edge of this line will be moving into Columbia probably right around the 6 p.m., 7 p.m. time frame. And really, the rest of this line right now, it just, I do see it beginning to intensify a little bit. And the reason why I know that is because of all the lightning strikes. You know, back when it was over in Johnson, Henry, St. Clair County, there wasn't a whole lot of lightning strikes. Now we're starting to get more lightning strikes along that line. And that's showing me that it's beginning that intensification phase now. And luckily, it's going to be east of Pettis and Benton counties and off into central Missouri. And it hadn't intensified while it was over west central Missouri. That was one of my big concerns tonight, was that. So, 65 and Z, I'm seeing here in the National Weather Service chat. 65 and Z. I wish I knew where Z Highway was. There's ZZ. There was garage and outbuildings that were had a roof blown off of. That was right down here, guys. And so, and again, that's just coming across National Weather Service just now. So, definitely need to be paying close attention. This is by far the strongest cell that is out there. It is entering into Benton County. It will likely stay south of Warsaw. This is going to mainly affect along 7 Highway in between 65 and Climax Springs along 7 Highway. That's going to be kind of the bullseye. Mainly rural areas, but Edwards, you're going to be in the middle of this, and then it's going to go on up toward Hastings, Lively, Walker's Corner. So still showing rotation. Now some of this, like this right in here, is likely the hell core. This thing's got a pretty healthy hell core on it right now. Let's take a look at the, yeah, it has a very, very substantial hell core. We're going to zoom right down. That's right over across Timbers. So those of you down in Cross Timbers area, Fristow area, you can expect to pick up some hail, probably penny size. It could be a little bit heavier or a little bit larger. Going through chat here real quick. Make sure I'm getting everybody's questions answered here. Misty mentioned tree branch came down on top of friend's neighbor's car in Sedalia, just southeast of the airport. Disappointing storm, and Sedalia, we didn't get crap. Well, in my book, that's kind of a good thing. I don't like to see reports of damage in west central Missouri. I like a good thunderstorm, but I don't like any damage. That's for sure. So let's do a little recap right now, guys. So Cass County, Johnson County, Henry County, Bates County, St. Clair County, Vernon County. I think you guys are pretty much in the clear for the rest of the night. The severe threat is now off to your east. You don't have to worry too much about it. Benton County, of course, we have the strong cell down here just coming into Climax Springs, north of Cross Timbers now. That's definitely the strongest cell. It's been showing some signs of rotation. If nonetheless, we've got some very strong winds. I have a feeling National Weather Service is looking at this same thing. So I would expect here pretty quickly Stover, Versailles, Gravois Mills, Laurie, Climax Springs, Max Creek. You guys will likely all be in a severe thunderstorm warning fairly quickly. We'll likely see them light up with severe thunderstorm warning as well. So we do have thunderstorm wind damage in Warrensburg. So we do have reports of semis overturned on US 50 west of Warrensburg. So we're looking at 70 mile per hour winds along 50 highway. And again, this is just west of Warrensburg. And that happened, let's see here, that would have been, it showed the reporting time. So I have a feeling this was probably back, probably about an hour ago. Oh no, KK. Down in Wablo, had a big branch land on the house power line. Oh my goodness. Hi, Barb. Not yet. I'm not going to call Lakeview Heights in the clear as of yet. You guys are getting hit pretty hard right now, Lakeview Heights. Probably give it about another 30 minutes, Barb, and it'll be out of your neck of the woods. I don't expect much more than very, very heavy wind and rain. That rain is going to look like it's moving horizontally. But heavy rain, maybe some small hail. But give it about another 30 minutes, and this will be up and out of your area. We got people talking about lost shingles today. Barnett, Terry, is that what you Barnett? Let's take a look at Barnett. So you're along 52 highway. So yeah, you are under a tornado watch, and you've got this storm intensifying a little bit, moving your direction. So definitely stay weather aware. Probably for the next hour, 15 hour, 20 minutes. Right now, this cell will likely stay maybe just to your west. Let's see what it's moving. It's moving 60 miles per hour. There you go. So you're just under a severe thunderstorm warning for Barnett, Missouri. And that is just east of Versailles, northeast of Gravois Mills, and just west of Eldon along 52 highway. And that's for 70 mile per hour winds and quarter size hail. So there's your answer. That was quick, Terry. Well, guys, we've been live streaming now for, except for that little break in between. We've been live streaming for right at 4 hours so far this afternoon. One of the biggest reasons why we've been live for that long is that weather radios have been down for the afternoon, and so has the emergency messages that is broadcasted on the radio as well as cable television. They were out. They had a big telecommunication issue. It was critical from the National Weather Service, so we stayed at the Radford Media Group station there at Baumgard's. We stayed there as long as we could until the wind finally knocked out our stations, knocked out internet, And then I ran home here at the Home Weather Center. And we have been with you now for about an hour, keeping you guys updated on the latest watches and warnings, since so many different avenues are without right now. So again, this kind of drives home the fact you have to have multiple ways to be able to get those warnings, watches, and advisories. That's for sure. You bet, Terry. And again, I have a feeling, let me take another look at Barnett. I'm going to put this in motion here. There's a little bit more eastern kick to it, but I still think we're looking. This cell right here will likely stay just to your west of Barnett. Versailles, you're right in the bullseye of this strong thunderstorm down here. And it's right now it's just west of Climax Springs. Man, that's a ugly cell. Let's take a look at vertically integrated liquid. This is going to tell us how big the hail is. And so yeah, it's almost approaching quarter size. So definitely getting the hail down there along right at Cross Timbers, in between Climax Springs, Cross Timbers. So you definitely expect to get some hail out of this hail core right now. I am going to take a look at, I want to take a look at this here real quick. There's still a little bit of rotation associated with this. Yeah, very intense hail core right there. Moving northeast at 62 miles per hour. It does have a little bit of rotation to it. That's that mesocyclone rating. Tells us how much that storm is actually rotating. So it does have some hail in it. It is rotating just a little bit, up to 3/4 of an inch in diameter hail right now. So still a very strong storm. That's going to be heading up actually into Versailles, Stover, Gravois Mills area. This is going to be along highways 135 and 5 highway. Probably here in the next 20 minutes or so. You bet, Courtney. Very dark in Laurie. I bet it is. Yeah, it's this the meanest part of that cell is going to stay to your west there in Laurie. Right here, this cell is actually moving It's actually moving this direction. So you're over here. So it looks like it's going to stay probably just to your west. But probably looking off to the west, it probably looks really ugly right now off to the west. Okay, so we've got Pettis County, Johnson, Cass, Henry, Bates, Vernon, St. Clair. You guys, the severe threat is done for you guys for the night. Now, keep in mind, we still have the high wind warning into effect till about 8 o'clock tonight. We can still get some wind gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour. So that wind's not going to leave us as fast as these storms did. But please keep that in mind. But the severe threat is over for you guys. I'm going to say probably here in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to be saying the same thing about Benton County. And you're really about the last county here in west central Missouri. You have the strongest cell right now. That is, just looks like it just crossed 7 Highway. It's going to be moving on up into, again, where we just talked about Stover, Versailles, Gravois Mills area. And then Benton County, you're going to be in the clear for the rest of the night. Lincoln, Cocamp, Lakeview Heights, you're still getting hit pretty hard, Barb. So you want to give it, probably, about another 15 minutes. And this big old bad chunk is going to be past you. And you're going to be done for the night as well. We're going to have a few showers out there yet that we'll have to deal with, but the severe threat is going to be over. You bet, Mike. So I don't know. We might have broke a record when we was down at the station. At one point in time when we were going over these storms, out of all the platforms, we had almost 3,200 people on at the same time watching the stream. So that's very, very great news for me. That means word is getting out to people. Everybody was keeping in the know of what's going on, even though we had no emergency messages on radio or television. We had no weather radios, and we was able to get those warnings and watches out to everybody here in west central Missouri. So that to me is a great win for our area and for our community, keeping everybody safe. So very, very happy with the numbers that we got in today. So I wish I could push a button and just go to everybody's cell phone in west central Missouri and let them know what's going on. But unfortunately, that's not quite there yet in technology. But I wish I could do that. That'd make my job a lot easier. You bet, Norma. All right, so again, if you have any family, friends in the Stover, Versailles, along Highway 135 that runs north and south, that's where the center of this storm is going. The cell is going to cross in between Stover and really in between Stover and Laurie on Highway 135. So it's very fast moving at 55 to 65 miles per hour. It's not going to last very long, but it is actually going to come roaring in like a lion and then right back out pretty quick. So taking a look what's going on down here. Still got some pretty strong cells down here. Rogers, Arkansas, up through Ozark, Nixa. They're getting ready to get hit with some pretty good cells down there. Those look kind of gnarly down there, coming into Nixa, Ozark, Springfield area. They are also moving northeast. So Springfield's about to get hammered with a couple of these cells down here. They are under a severe thunderstorm warning. They do have 70-mile-per-hour winds associated with them as well. Anybody that might maybe have kids that are going to school down in Springfield, maybe going to college, definitely want to give them a shout. Let them know they've got some pretty strong storms that's going to be affecting Springfield proper, probably here within the next 10 minutes. So they are under a severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County, which includes Brookline, Republic, Ash Grove, Willard, Springfield, and Nixa as well. Nixa and Ozark, you guys are likely going to get hit with some of these stronger cells as well. Cordanovi, thank you very much for the kind words. Mike is halfway between Laurie and Stover. Didn't I say it was like right in between Stover and Laurie? So let's put this in motion here. So it looks like the bullseye of this thing is probably going to be right in there, Mike. So that's going to be... you're probably familiar with some of these roads, but this is going to be Deer Ridge, McCaslin along Highway I-35, Black Elk Lane, Webb Road. This is where the center of this this storm is going to hit. So we got just a minute, and again, I want a big shout out to Radford Media Group, Clay and Brittany, being able to give me the avenue, be able to get out all of the watches and warnings today. We were without weather radio. We were without a lot of technology today. We were able to get that out. We've had up to over 3,000 people in all of our streams at one time today, which might have broke a record last spring. I think we had about that many when we had the 2 tornadoes touch down in Henry County. I think we were up to about 2,900 to 3,000 people. So we had 3,186 when I just looked, 3,186 at one time. So over 3,000 people live at the same time. So we were able to get that word out thanks to Clay and Brittany over at Radford Media Group, allowing me to have those avenues, be able to get that out. And, of course, Clayton Hartfelt, Home Care, and Max Motors, they help support me by paying my salary to Radford Media Group. So I want to thank them for sponsoring this Storm Track weather update. And we're just about out of the woods here in West Central Missouri, guys. We've got, again, we have the strongest cell right now anywhere in our area. It's just now moving out of Benton County. And again, it's going to be affecting those in between Laurie and Stover. Versailles, you're kind of at the bullseye of this strong cell. So definitely be watching that here over the next 20-30 minutes. We still have some strong storms down here in Springfield area. So if you have any kids going to school down there, make sure you let them know. There's going to be several cells that's going to be moving into Greene County here over the next 10 to 20 minutes. So make sure they're in the know. No. Everything back here. Everything back here are just your regular showers. That's all that's going to be. No severe threat at all with any of these showers here behind this initial line. Once you get past this initial line where my cursor is, Once you get behind that, then you're good for the rest of the night as far as the severe threat goes. Tyler. Webb Loop and Ivy Bend. I see Webb Road. I'm kind of guessing maybe Webb Loop is right down here, maybe. I'd say you're right in that area. Yeah, you're gonna be kind of right there. Might get lucky and stay just to the west of you, Mike. Hi, Christy. Cherryville. Hey, there's a new one. Let's find out where Cherryville is. Oh, you're down there. All I know where Stillville is. We go floating down there at Bass River Resort. So, of course, they are under a tornado watch for the next 5.5 hours down there at Cherryville. Right now, it's looking between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. for Cherryville, Christy. Right around that time frame, assuming that the line continues to go at about the same speed. It's quite a ways. It's quite a ways away. I mean, you're looking at roughly about 105 miles per hour. I'm sorry, 105 miles away, and it's moving northeast. So it's not going east at 50 miles per hour. It's actually moving northeast. So it takes it a while for it to gradually go that direction. So probably close to 8 o'clock or so when we see probably the leading edge of this line get awfully close to the Rolla area, Steelville, Missouri, in that area. All right, Mike, let me know if you're getting hit. Be some torrential rain, probably some horizontal rain. That wind is driving all that rain horizontally. Maybe some small hail. I'll love a report if you give me one. So, Benton County, you guys are good to go for the rest of the night. Barb, you're good there at Lakeview Heights now. So severe threat is gone for you. The severe threat is gone for Pettis, Johnson, Cass, Henry, St. Clair, Vernon, and Bates counties. So we can breathe the sigh of relief. We made it through yet another round of severe thunderstorms. Really kind of our first big event, if you want to call it a big event, that we've had this season. We've got another big storm system coming in next Wednesday. A couple of models are showing that ugly, ugly, ugly four-lettered word. Yeah, a couple models showing some snow next week. Hard to believe. Mike, we are getting tons of rain and wind, and it is sideways. Yeah, I kind of figured it probably would be. So, winds up here on my other screen right now is showing about 50 mile an hour right around that area you were telling me. 50 mile an hour and torrential rain. That's it looked like it's blowing directly sideways. So, it's moving fast though, Mike. It's going to be out of there in, under 10 minutes. I know, Misty. I know. I wasn't even going to bring it up today, but another big powerhouse system coming in next middle of next week. And then we're going to kind of be setting our sights up for right around the 22nd, 23rd, and the end of the month, where we have two big storm systems that could provide a focus for more severe weather. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit next week. No hail. It's amazing. Dropped 30 degrees. Holy cow. I have not been out since the line had passed through our area here in Henry County. So the good news, all this rain has put out, there were several fires that were really starting to kick up. Right when this line started to form in eastern Kansas, we had a couple fires here in Henry County along 7 Highway. We had two big fires along 50 Highway up in Warrensburg, just east of Warrensburg, Knob Noster. So thankfully we got some of this rain to put out what was left of any fires that started up today. We had a wind gust during a thunderstorm at 57 miles per hour here at the home weather station. Earlier today, non-thunderstorm wind gusts to 48 miles per hour at Baumgard's Weather Center. So, we had some very strong winds throughout the day today. Check to see if there's any more updates here. Holy cow, we got a lot of people wanting in. So much spam is coming through, trying to get through. Oh my gosh. So much spam. So I think I got everybody in that was wanting to get into Subby's Weather Talk. There's about 175 people waiting. I thought I had them all caught up, but they are in here now, if you invited anybody. Yeah, it's pretty much past you now, Mike. You're getting awfully close to being to your east. So just checking here on Nader Boys, see where they're at. I would share the screen, but they are they're kind of utilizing a kind of a backdrop and their stream, and I can't get that fit into my screen here. So I definitely encourage you guys to jump over to Nader Boys. They are live somewhere. Not sure exactly where they're live at yet. See if I can. Oh, they are not live. I got it. Okay, they're not live. I thought they were live. Earlier today, I tried to get their stream onto mine so you guys kind of see what's going on a little bit, and unfortunately, I could not fit their little screen into mine, so it was too small of a picture. But let's take a look at what is going on outside. Take a look at one of our sky cams. Let's see here. We got a few showers out there still. Bring this over here, let you guys take a look at this. Of course, this is actually looking north from downtown Clinton. Of course, you see the Clinton Water Tower. You see those antennas kind of swaying back and forth a little bit still. But looks like some sun popping out. Let's take a look at the south camera. Looking out toward Farmers Elevator here in Clinton. We got some blue skies showing up. So wind is going to be a problem still for the next probably couple 3 hours, guys. Still expect 50, 60 mile per hour winds here in west central Missouri. But from here on out, looks like our severe threat for west central Missouri is now over. So thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream. I can't thank you all enough for sharing the stream, helping get word out there. I've seen a lot of you guys sharing the stream, telling people you know, inviting people to the room. So thank you guys very much for that. That way we can get more word out to people whenever we have severe weather here in our area. This is what you can expect from me whenever we have threatening weather in our area. I go live on all platforms. We've got 2 or 3 Facebook pages. We got 2 or 3 YouTube channels. We've got X. So we have the Radford Media Group app that you can download. So we have so many different ways that we can get warnings out to people. And that's what we'd love to do. We'd like to make sure everybody stays informed and protected of any severe weather hazards here in west central Missouri. So absolutely, Allison. I'm sorry I had to cut you off short. All heck was breaking loose. Poor Allison. She called me when I made it to the truck. I started my live stream on my phone, and she goes, "Hey, we're in Leeton. Should we come home now, or should we stay here at school?" I said, "Stay there at school. I can't talk." So I didn't mean to be short with you, but it was better to stay where you were at, let the storm pass, and then have a safe trip back home. So I was a little bit short, but it seemed like all heck break loose whenever something like this happened. But we made it through yet another severe weather event here in west central Missouri. So thank you guys so much again for being part of it. We're Lost Valley. Still trying to get caught up a little bit on chat. I think I answered I think I answered all the questions through chat. So make sure if anybody has any questions that maybe I missed, feel free to reach out to me. Make sure you guys reach out to me with any questions you might have. But again, the severe weather threat for West Central Missouri has come to an end, thank goodness. I think we pretty much survived without too many issues, just some strong wind gusts, and we'll definitely keep everybody in Central Missouri and Eastern Missouri in our thoughts and prayers. They have a very rough night still ahead. Still ahead of them. They could have a severe weather outbreak, maybe some strong, long-lived tornadoes as well. And of course, tomorrow, the same system is going to move off to the east, and another system right behind it is going to produce could be a record-breaking tornado outbreak for the Dixie Alley down to the southeast and parts of Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama. So let's make sure we keep all of these people in our thoughts and prayers as we head to bed tonight. This is going to be happening overnight, nocturnally. So that's even worse. So, all right, guys, take care. Stay weather aware. We'll be talking to you all soon.